ladies, so it's Mickey, and of course that is Zeus. He's my little parrot right now. Um, so anyways, I have a lot of stuff to update y'all on, and I just hadn't been able to record it. I just haven't had the time or the space actually on my phone in order to update y'all. And since my laptop died, I can't really record on my camera because it won't work with my husband's thing for some reason. I don't know. Anyways, today is the 6th. Yeah, the 6th of August. That's crazy. That means tomorrow's my birthday. I'll be 32. Okay, I wanted to let y'all know about my midwife's appointment that I had on Friday, because that will actually affect my pregnancy vlog. So I want to let y'all know what's going on. So Friday I went in for the midwife appointment. She was really nice. It was another midwife. They have 4 in the practice. I've only met 1 so far. So this is a new one. So of course a lot of the time was spent with her at the computer, asking me questions, looking over my chart and everything like that. She talked about, the fact that I did have low vitamin D. I told her that they called me over the phone, and I already started the 10,000 whatever I use of D3. And I have been spending a lot more time outside on my patio, mostly because it's been like beautiful outside here. Lately it's just been like, in the 80s, lower 80s, and then at night it's in the 60s, so it's been really, really nice outside, and the humidity is not even bad right now either. Hey, quit smelling me. Sorry. So it's been really nice, and hopefully that will help. And we talked about, I brought up the gestational diabetes test that I took, and I had just gotten the results that morning. On LabCorp, you can sign up to actually get the results emailed to you. So I got them that morning, and I brought it up, and I already knew I failed by looking at the results. My only normal level was the fasting. So, and I didn't even fail by that much. Like, I had, on the first one, the 1 hour one, I was over just by 9 points. And then the highest I was over was 13 or 14 points. So, either way, that means that I do have gestational diabetes, which really sucks, and I really didn't want to deal with, but, nothing can really go easy for me, can it? So it's just one other thing that I have to deal with. So she wanted me to go ahead and get with within the hospital, they have a not gestational, but like a diabetes clinic, and they have a person that specializes in gestational diabetes. So she needed to get me a referral for that, and I let her know, that I have orientation this week for school, and then I have next week is when we start going in. Now, since I'm only a part-time teacher, I don't know which of those meetings during that week I am required to be at, or if I'm required to be at all of them, or what times I'm supposed to be there, and blah, blah, blah. So, she's like, okay, we'll try to get you in this coming week, and the soonest they can get me in was Monday, but, because of my insurance, they would require a referral. So calling in Friday afternoon and trying to get a referral expedited was really hard, and I really appreciate that nurse going through all the trouble to get that for me. But she was able to do it. I called her yesterday morning, and she's like, yes, I did get it done. It's like, awesome. Something else we talked about is what is it? It's AFT, I think. It's a genetic screening, and they do it between 16 and 18 weeks, I think she said, or something like that. And basically that's to check for trisomy 18 and check for Down syndrome. So I never did an amnio. I think I should have had one done by this point, but I went to the midwives a little bit later than most people because I was waiting to get cleared. Anyways, so that screening, she just asked me if I wanted to get it done, and she told me what it was, and I was like, honestly, it just depends on what my insurance pays for. If they pay for it, then yeah, why not? If they don't pay for it, then nah. Also, I'm thinking, she also mentioned that it is not 100%. You can test positive for being at risk, for your child being at risk for either one of those, and have a perfectly normal child. And then you could test negative and then have a child with either trisomy 18 or Down syndrome. So part of me was just like, well, why get it done? But after thinking about it over the weekend, I'm just like, at least I would know or have an inkling, just to start preparing me if I do have a child with trisomy 18 or a child with Down syndrome. I am 32, so I'm getting sort of up there at being high risk, and let's face it, like a lot of stuff in trying to get here really hasn't gone my way, and it would just be something else in my life if I do have a child with that. It won't be an issue. It wouldn't cause me to want to say I don't want this child or anything like that. I've gone through so much to get to this point that there's no turning back. It's just would be another part of my life, and I'd rather be prepared for it and be knowledgeable and be able to do research if I do test positive for it. I'd rather, be ready rather than just totally catch me off guard. What else did we talk about? Oh, here's the big one. We talked about the fact that she's like, oh, so you're due on the 14th of January. And I was like, no, I'm due on the 20th. And she's like, well, she's like, you did do a dating scan. I was like, yeah, I did. I was like, and he told me to stick with the 20th because that's what my RE said. And she then told me, she said, well, he has it in the computer that you are, 16 weeks and 3 days. And I thought I was 15 weeks and so many days. So it was like 6 days apart. And she's like, okay, well, we're going to go with what he has in the computer. So now your due date is the 14th of January. So I got bumped up 6 days. So it's crazy. It's, I don't know. Part of me doesn't want to, this is like, what, the second time that I've moved my date, and I already adjusted to doing my pregnancy vlogs again, and now I'm gonna have to adjust it again. So it's just really confusing, and in the long run it really doesn't matter, but still, like, that's the date that they're going to be going by for everything, for the tests and all that business. So yeah, I guess today I'm 17 weeks. I lost almost a week. Yeah. It's crazy, and I'll have to explain it again in my pregnancy vlog. So, yay. And the last thing we talked about was getting scheduled for the 20-week ultrasound, which I guess is the anatomy scan. And I guess since I lost a week, it's actually coming up pretty soon. They actually called me this morning and we scheduled it for the 27th of August. So, and it's going to be early in the morning. So, yeah, pretty excited, pretty nervous. And that's pretty much it. All right, I just wanted to give y'all that update. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.